Well, there's more rain coming. It's not going to be anything like what we've seen, but I'm going to give you all the details on how things are going to play out on Monday and Tuesday. Those are our 2 days here at home in the Bay Area still to have rain. In comparison, though, to what we had, that map up there is a visual of where the rain fell over the last 7 days. There's a lot of deep red showing up there going across far northernmost California, anywhere north of the Bay, places that gotten 20 inches of rain up there. Come closer to home. This is just a quick review at what some of the numbers have looked like so far. Santa Rosa's numbers are still king for the Bay Area. This is where you stand now. You're about to get a little more rain tomorrow. It's not really going to budge that number a whole lot, but there is more coming. And just take a look at everybody else real quick, and then we're going to get to what the most important part of the next few minutes is I want to spend with you is. The rain coming our way tomorrow, how it is tied into another atmospheric river, but it's not aimed directly at us. And the original bomb cyclone is actually going to come on shore over the next 12 hours or so. So there's a lot going on. Look at the latest updating radar up here. So you're seeing some lightning strikes off the far northwest coast. This is Sunday night. And then there are a few showers down here going to our south. More on that in a second. And then we got a little bit of rain coming in off the coast for us. So let's watch this and get an idea on how this plays out over the next 2 days. And you'll see why this next atmospheric river, as impressive as it's about to look, goes into central California. That's taking us in tomorrow morning. This is Monday at 6 a.m. and there's a lot of rain going into Big Sur, and it's going to be a 1-2 punch for them, a lot like it was for us. That was the first one. Here comes the next one. And this gets us into Tuesday. That's more impressive. There's a lot of rain down there from, say, like Monterey and even parts of Santa Cruz County. The Santa Cruz Mountains will get this. But this is really going to be the focus down through the Central Coast, Big Sur, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, and even L.A. And then this is all going to start getting pushed away, and we're going to get a break. Everybody will start getting a break on here, but it's pretty close to the Bay, and we're going to get some out of that. So first, look where the overwhelming rain is going to fall. So if you're hearing things in news reports and forecasts about another atmospheric river coming back, there is one. It's just not coming to the Bay. The numbers will be big in the Central Coast. The snow is going to be pretty impressive as well up along the southern Sierra. But what we want to see is how this plays out here at home. So let's go back now, and we're going to take a look at live radar. Again, this is Sunday night. We got some light rain off our coast. We're going to switch from looking at live radar and take you through the overnight hours and into Tuesday so you can time out how this will go. We get back in the rain business here at home by the time we get into Monday morning. Take a look at the North Bay there. You've got some rain coming across Sonoma County. That'll be noticeable, but it's going to be short-lived. And by noticeable, I mean that rain's going to be a little heavier than what we were seeing up there throughout the duration of Wednesday and Thursday when it was just coming down without end. That's why you had problems and never really took a break. This is heavier rain, but it's getting in and then it's getting out. But you're going to have rain going through Monday morning, and then look what happened down there for the South Bay. We see some light rain from the Santa Clara Valley up to the Golden Gate. That's now Monday morning at 10 a.m. So really from sunrise on Monday through pretty much most of the rest of the day on Monday, we're going to have light showers that are moving across a good part of the Bay from the Golden Gate south. It's never heavy. The totals are really light. It's like 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch of rain. It looks really good on the Futurecast depiction. It just doesn't turn into a lot of rain. It's going to stay gray. It'll be cloudy. You'll be able to tell there's another storm going on and in the neighborhood. It's just we're not getting the direct hit from it because we now know where it's going, right? We saw that in the last Futurecast depiction. It was really going into the Central Coast, and that's why on Tuesday, we still have a little more rain to go here at home, isolated spotty showers, but there's a lot more here. And now that we first looked at this on the big picture view to understand how this next atmospheric river is really pointed at Big Sur, that makes perfect sense. Tuesday morning, a little more rain, Santa Cruz Mountains, maybe in the Santa Clara Valley. And then as we get into Tuesday afternoon, still perhaps maybe a few stragglers. This is why when we get to the 7-day forecast, you're going to see there's rain on both Monday and Tuesday. But it's very little on Tuesday, and then we're done. That system's going to start moving down to our south, and we're out of the rain business as we head into the holiday. Now there's more snow in the Sierra if you have travel plans, so keep this in mind. There's going to be enough snow up here with snow level down to around 5,000 feet. There's a winter storm warning that stays in effect there until we get to Wednesday at 4 in the morning. So it's going to be difficult travel till then, and then it's going to get better. There are your rainfall totals as we looked at from where we are so far. And if we come back to the virtual map for a second, we were looking at numbers on here a moment ago in terms of how much rain had fallen so far in terms of the number. Let's look at this in a slightly different way. Where are we so far in the season for average? I'm just going to cut across here to get down to San Jose. You haven't necessarily gotten a ton of rain down here, and you're at about 74% of where you should be for this point in the season. We start the rain year on October 1st, and we were already falling well behind until this storm finally came in. Now San Francisco's at about 160% of average, but of course, pales in comparison to what Santa Rosa's got up here. About 375% of average for where you should be for this time of year. There's also snow in the Sierra, so real quick, I'll just show you how we've done up there so far. Instead of looking at that map that gives us the visual for where rain has fallen across Northern California for the last 7 days, let's look at where the snow is. And this is a pretty good story too, because we were kind of lagging a bit up there until this last storm came in. Central Sierra Snowlapse, it's right up there on I-80, just off to the west of Truckee a little bit. That's their plot. The red line shows you where we are. So far for this year, here's the dates. We were a little below average, and then this storm has brought us up. The dark blue line there is average. So we just got there, and we know there's about another foot coming. So this will put us for at least a little bit above average. We'll see where we are by the time we get towards the end of the next 5 days in terms of snow. And remember I said the original bomb cyclone is coming back? If you go back to Thursday night, you see all these circulations out here. The original bomb cyclone is one of the spins in the atmosphere up there. Watch this rotate around over the course of the last 3 days. And as we get towards tonight, there it is. Now, it's nowhere near the intensity of what it was when it was the bomb cyclone that was so notorious. But just as an interesting side note, those thunderstorms tonight on the far northwest coast of California, same area of low pressure that has rotated around has now come on shore. And it's going to start reaching down here and pulling up another moderate strength atmospheric river that's going to go into the midsection of the state over the next few days. And that's why that's going to be a big rainmaker for them, but it doesn't have good aim for us. And that's why we'll come away with what we just saw from the Futurecast depiction. That's where things stand on the forecast for now. We'll keep you updated here on the stream and, of course, on Traditional Air. Thanks for checking in with us.